Welcome, everyone, to the DUB Success Series, where we cultivate your belief system for success. I am your host, Y. Nelson Thomas, and I want to know, do you believe? Do you?
Do you believe? I want to know. Do you? Do you believe? 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 I want to know. Do ya?
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of the Do You Believe Success Series with me, your host, Y. Nelson Thomas, your lifestyle strategy partner, also known by some as Hydrate the Motivator, Mr. Do You Believe himself. And I am super excited to have the opportunity to really take on this 100-day podcast challenge where I will be releasing a new episode every single day for 100 days and beyond, because my ultimate goal was to podcast at least once a week and start a new podcast weekly. But I wanted to grow it into something that I would do every single day. I love to talk, I love to inspire, I love to motivate, love to coach. And I wanted to do what I love every single day. And I eventually was going to grow the podcast into a daily podcast. But when Eric Thomas put out the 100-day challenge to take on something that you really wanted to do and do it consistently for 100 days, I jumped in this podcast and decided to go ahead and take it on now and not wait to do it every single day, but just do it every single day. I mean, truthfully, it's just me, a microphone, and my voice. So why wouldn't I take the opportunity to be able to communicate and spread a positive message on a daily basis? So thank you, Mr. Eric Thomas, for putting it out there, because you are certainly pushing me to make me do something that maybe I in my mind I said that I wasn't ready to do, but certainly we can see that I was ready to do it, but I just told myself I wasn't, and I'm glad that they put the challenge out there, because now this is certainly something that is forcing me to grow and leave outside of my comfort zone. In addition to the 100-day podcast challenge, which I accepted, I am also reestablishing the intimacy in my marriage with my wife. We just celebrated our wedding anniversary, and she said that she felt that our intimacy could go to another level, and I completely agreed. So we will be focusing on that as well. And I'm actually taking on the 40-day Love Dare. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that or not, if this is your first episode tuning in. If not, you may want to go back and listen to the first one and work your way back through. But I am taking on the 40-day Love Dare. Yesterday, which was day 3, was all about love is not selfish. And you were supposed to dedicate a little bit of your time and the energy or your money to really do something nice for your spouse, just to say, you know what, baby, I was thinking about you. This is for you. And today is Love is Thoughtful. And what Love is Thoughtful is about is just contacting your spouse, your loved one, or even yourself throughout the day. Have no agenda at all, and see what he or she is doing, and see if there's anything that you can do to assist them or to enhance the quality of their day. And so I want to put that out there for anybody who is also going along with the Love Dare with me as well. Today is day 4 of the Love Dare, and love is thoughtful. So do something thoughtful for your spouse. All right, so today I'm in the midst of meetings, so I'm in a transitional period. So I just left one meeting on my way to another one, but I was checking in on the victims of the hurricane and all these different natural disasters that are going on. And when you look at what happened in Houston, then we look at the earthquakes that are going on down in Mexico. Then we look at Hurricane Irma that came through Florida and all of the Caribbean. And now we're looking at Hurricane Maria, which is pounding down on Puerto Rico and all of the Caribbean islands again. I have to say that all in all, when I look at my life, I am extremely blessed. I have no reason to complain, because there are people who have lost everything. There are people who have lost their life. I mean, they lost all of their possessions. And if those people lost everything and they have to build their way from the ground all the way back up, I can look in the mirror and say, you know what? No matter what you are going through right now, no matter what obstacle you are facing, you didn't lose anyone in your family. I come home to a beautiful home, beautiful kids, beautiful wife, and life is not as bad as we make it sometimes. So whoever you are right now, I want you to keep that in proper perspective and just know that no matter what it is that you're facing, no matter what it is that you're going through, no matter how difficult it may be, no matter how horrendous or terrible you may feel your situation is, I want you to really look at what other people are truly going through. And I want you to ask yourself, is my situation really that bad? Because there are some people in this world right now who are truly going through it, who are truly in need, who are truly hurt. And a lot of times we'll look at our situation, which is really a small situation, a micro, and we'll blow it up and make it something way bigger than what it truly is and give it attention that it does not deserve, when we are truly blessed at the end of the day. There are always going to be some trials and tribulations that you face, but one thing that I've learned about this life, it is not what you go through. It is always about how you handle it, how you deal with it. How do you overcome your adversity? What are you doing to deal with the situations that may be stopping you from being the greatness that God created you to be? So when you looking at your next problem, debacle, situation, adversity, I want you to think about those people who have lost it all. Those people who have lost children. Those children who have lost parents. Those people who didn't anticipate their home being flooding and not covered by flood insurance. I want you to think about all of those, the island of Barbuda, which is 95% of the structures on the island were damaged. They had to evacuate the entire island for the first time in over 300 years. So you have people who have been there for generations who were forced to leave everything that they have known and really go to a new land, a new island, and reestablish their home. We're talking about mothers and fathers and school-age children. So whatever adversity you are going through today, I want you to really think about how blessed you truly are to go through whatever adversity that you're going through. Because as long as you have an adversity in front of you, then it's going to give you a great opportunity to do something great. In yesterday's podcast, I talked about without a disaster, there could be no miracle. And sometimes I think that God will put those obstacles and those things that appear to be disasters in our face just to be able to illuminate us and give us a chance to come through and be the greatness that He designed us to be. So I want you to just continue to reflect on how truly blessed we are. Because truthfully, at the end of the day, no matter what you're going through right now, if you can hear my voice, you are blessed. You have greatness within you. You have whatever it takes to manifest the greatness that God has put into your heart. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I got to run. I actually have to get to another meeting that's coming up here shortly. So for those of you who are doing the love dare, don't forget that today, love is thoughtful. So contact your spouse sometime during the day and have no agenda other than to just say, hey, how you doing? I was just thinking about you. Is there anything that I could do for you? Would you like for me to bring their favorite snack or their favorite food or just anything that you can think of that is thoughtful? Do that for your spouse for no other reason than just to say, hey, you know what? I was thinking about you. I love you. And I want to do something special for you. And as a matter of fact, you know, this type of love that we're talking about, if you're single and you're not in a relationship, there's someone out there that you love. It may be your mother. It may be your aunt, your cousin, your little sister, your siblings, whoever. Just be thoughtful in some capacity and join me on this mission to continue to spread some love. Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again. This is Y. Nelson Thomas, your lifestyle strategy partner, also known as Y. Drake the Motivator, Mr. Do You Believe himself. And I am signing out until tomorrow. Until then, God bless you, and we will see you soon. Hey!
Do you believe? I want to know. Do you?